chance he's breaking out. Here, come over here, Ted. Bull Horvath on the island. Crazy fans.
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to Game 47 of the Edmonton Oilers schedule. The 31-10-5 Washington Capitals come into Edmonton The Oilers have a spur in their saddle. The Oilers have some sort of beef with a lot of people. But the Oilers being 29-14-3 themselves aren't too shabby. Washington is number 1 in the league. The Oilers are number 5 in the league. What's going to give? What's going to break? Oilers, Capitals. About 10 minutes away. Puck drop will be 7:05, is what the NHL.com says. And as far as the suspension goes, I don't like the fact that it was 3 games. I think it was too much. I think 2 games would have been fine for both Myers and McDavid. Obviously, me not being a biased prick like some Vancouver people, they think that McDavid should got a 5-game suspension, if not 10, and Myers shouldn't even got a suspension at all. But what do they know? All they know how to do is riot and burn their city. Thursday will be an interesting matchup as Connor Garland will be in the lineup when Vancouver comes to Edmonton. Even though I've told a lot of my Vancouver Canuck people, convince Connor Garland not to come to Edmonton. Do you and the team a big favor and keep Garland out of the lineup for 1 game. Make up a story. Say he's got the aviation flu. Say he's got something come up. Family member's not feeling well. Think of any excuse you can think of. Because if Garland comes to Thursday to Edmonton, I don't like his chances of leaving on his own. Also, in interesting news, the suspension actually hurts Vancouver than it hurts the Oilers. I'll be honest with you. This suspension hurts Vancouver more than it hurts the Oilers. Myers is in their top 4 defensively. McDavid, yeah, he'll be missed, but his production-wise can be picked up with the rest of the team. It just means the Hymans, the Hopkins, the Jeff Skinners, the Dreisaitls, they all have to step up. Who can step up in Vancouver that role that Myers plays? Susie? Please. Anywho's, hope you guys enjoy the pregame. I will touch in the first period about the rumors going around that Connor McDavid's not going to do the 4 Nations. I hate the fact that I even have to address that situation, but it's newsworthy and people are talking about it. Anyways, enjoy. I'll be back. And of course, hello to everyone else, PMR. Hello, Dominic. Hello, Stu Skinner. How's everybody doing on a frigid and cold Tuesday night in Edmonton? The snow is blowing, the sun was gone early, and the wind is howling. And of course, we got babies crying. Great day for hockey. WSG.
organization, of course, backing up their captain who went to work that morning in Vancouver, hoping to do his best, but felt like maybe he wasn't able to do that. And we know what happened after that. Well, 97-99, wonderful stall. And Wayne, I don't know if you're watching, but I wouldn't feel comfortable sitting in a stall as memorable as that. Barry Stafford, long time Edmonton Oilers head equipment manager, said to Glenn Say that we're building this Oilers Hall of Fame room. Do you have anything we can add? And Glenn said, yeah, I've got some pucks in my garage. This is the 2006 draft. That's Keegan Lowe, Kevin's son, who's now 32 and playing overseas in Sweden. And there is a connection between Alex and Wayne that will forever be cemented as Ovechkin continues to move up the ladder with the chase to pass the great one. 20 away, 21 away from passing him over his National Hockey League career of 894 goals.
I don't agree with three-letter lingo.
Before we get to it, the jersey he wore in his first season with the Edmonton Oilers, stick from the World Hockey Association, stick from the NHL, and the skates that he wore. And how about that and this? This is an incredible, iconic photo. Who knew that Mr. Hockey would eventually be passed by this boy from Brantford, Ontario, second period on the power play against the Vancouver Canucks, and that is the goal that did it. A record that stood 14 years of 15-minute standing ovation for the great one. We think we've got a great one
gonna last
on the
another
way
year.
tonight
I don't think
between the
Ovi's
Oilers
this year.
and the Capitals. Up next, Louis DeBrusk, Jack Michaels, Ovechkin, and Draisaitl.
Rogers, Oilers hockey on
Just my
Sportsnet.
humble opinion. I think Ovi's going to slow down significantly as the season goes on. Hey, he'll get it next year, though, because he's going to play till he gets it. So whether I like it or not, Ovi's going to break the record because he's going to play till he gets it. He might have to tarnish his reputation to do it. I mean, if he has a reputation, that is. Absolutely not just a boy from Ontario. Just like Gordie Howe's not just a kid from Saskatchewan. Okay, Eric, lay off the crack. If you're going to start with the trolling early, lay off the crack. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Drugs must be good where you're at, because holy smokes. So you're telling me that not only is he going to get the 21 goal record and break Gretzky's record, but he's going to score more goals in one game than most players have in their season. Dude, I want what you have. Honestly, I want what you're smoking. Oh, he's not getting a hat trick tonight. For sure, man. For sure.
The men and women of our Canadian Armed Forces and are proud to welcome more than 100 members of the military.
It's got to be good if you're thinking like that.
This evening we salute all soldiers from 41 Canadian Brigade Group, an Army Reserve formation of 3rd Canadian Division here in Alberta, who helped combat the fight against the Jasper.
You guys got the ice down there too.
The first member highlighted from this group is Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Barr. Lieutenant Colonel Barr led the Reserve Task Force and successfully deployed 120 soldiers within 72 hours notice of the impacted Jasper areas. He conducted numerous community relations meetings and helped coordinate a crew of service support personnel in the town of Hinton. Oil Country, please welcome to tonight's game Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Barr. Joining him during these efforts was Chief Warrant Officer Michelle Nazaroli, who served as the task force Sergeant Major. He organized the training to all members of CFP Edmonton that were deployed to Jasper during this difficult time. And
We're
please
supposed
join
to
us
do
in
the
welcoming
pregame
Chief
ceremony.
Warrant Officer
Like I said, puck
Michelle
drop is going to
Nazaroli.
be not 7:05.
And finally, 4 additional members who
Starting goalies
assisted in
tonight.
the fight against the Jasper
Thompson,
wildfires who are with
Skinner.
us tonight. Please put your hands together for Master Corporal Daniel King. Corporal
I did not know that. I knew they had ice galore down there, but I didn't know it was the capital of that.
And Corporal
Interessante.
Ryan Fisher.
Okay, you know what I'm happy
At this time, we would ask the assistant captain from your Edmonton Oilers, Leon Draisaitl, along with Capitals captain Alexander Ovechkin, to join us at center ice for tonight's ceremonial puck drop. Oil Country, one more time for tonight's guest from the Canadian Armed Forces. And now, please turn your attention to the east end of the arena and welcome tonight's ceremonial flag party from 1st Battalion, Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. Singing the national anthems of the United States and Canada, please welcome Warrant Officer David Grenon of the Royal Canadian Air Force Band in Winnipeg.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
A look at gleaming Rogers Place on a crisp yet very pleasant afternoon.
Alright, no more drug talk. No more drug talk. Drugs are bad. Yeah, because YouTube censors that for the kids. Good. No more drug talk.
Than what Thompson has
Hey,
put up
Northern
this
Housing
year
Board.
in Washington. And the guy at the other end is no stranger. That man, Stuart Skinner. He and Thompson head-to-head in the American Hockey League, head-to-head in the Pacific Division, and now head-to-head tonight. Stuart Skinner has won his last 9 following a loss. That man in the lineup tonight, the third longest tenured captain in the history of the league, Alex
Treaty.
Ovechkin. And Leon Draisaitl will start the game, but he's in the game.
Let's talk about hockey.
More than I could say for Edmonton captain Connor McDavid earlier today. a earlier yesterday, 3-game suspension levied McDavid out for the first week of this 2-week homestand for the Edmonton Oilers. So it'll be Adam Henrique against Pierre-Luc Dubois.
Let's win the
As the
face-off.
Oilers and the Capitals
Come on,
go
Henry, let's win the
head-to-head
face-off.
for the first of 2 this season.
And
Edmonton
it's a
swept the
toss-up.
season series last year, winning the games by a combined score of 12-2.
We don't need to lead,
Off the
though.
draw, the Caps will send it in deep. Henrique is flanked at the outset by Jeff Skinner and Zach
You don't need to be so mean,
In and
Diane,
out of the lineup
please.
was a healthy scratch the last several weeks. A clear up to Hyman. Defensively, Kulak and Nurse start the game for Edmonton. Your starting line's brought to you by our friends at Scotiabank, believing there's a place for all Canadians in Canada's game. Oilers coming off a 3-2 loss in Vancouver. A shot whistled wide by Tom Wilson. It looks like he's about to have a career season this year for Washington in his 12th campaign. One of the 2018 Cup holdovers. A centering pass brushed
Lots to talk
aside
about tonight.
by
Obviously,
Skinner
no
on to
McDavid.
Jeff Skinner. Looks like he was hooked through the neutral zone. No penalty.
No penalty there. There's a fucking shocker, right?
Capitals coming
Hooked
off
in the
a
neutral
4-1
zone, no call. Why does
Saturday
McDavid cross-check
with
somebody in the throat? Because they get away with stuff like that.
Colson dropping it off for Leon Draisaitl, who scored twice against Vancouver. Bumped over to Ekholm from Arvidsson. Oilers 2-1 this year without Connor McDavid in their lineup. A shot by Bouchard, and that was blocked by Andrew Mangiapane. What a fourth line for Washington. Louis and I will discuss them at length later on in the telecast, but the depth of this Washington team, big reason why they have a league best record of 31-10-5 coming in.
Yeah, Spencer Carter's got a lot at his disposal, and he likes the way
I'm
every
gonna put you
line
in your
has
chair.
an identity, and he feels comfortable
Sit
in
down.
most matchup situations putting either of his 4 lines
Hey,
up
down
against
in front.
anybody.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins playing between Janmark and Connor Brown. He's not have a goal in his last 15 games. Brown's stint as a Washington Cap was short. Played 4 games and then ripped up his
Easy.
knee. Checked by Chikrin. A shot from Stetcher. A save made by Logan Thompson. What a heater he's been on, Louis. 93 saves and 95 shots on net the last 4. 2 shutouts. Here's Ovechkin driving to them with a backhander to save made. Flicked and a rebound and flipped the side of the net. He leads Washington with 21 goals despite missing a month with a fractured leg earlier this season. It's probably ensured, Louis, that we would not see the record breaking tonight. Otherwise, we might have.
He was on a tear. 15 goals the previous 15 games before being injured. Alexander Ovechkin, he's got 6 in the game since he's returned. So starting to get hot once again, but he was on fire. We were starting to talk that we might just get to see the record broken at this stage of the season.
Corey Perry sent it down low, cut off by Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Put too much
Icing
sauce on that
Washington.
one. This will be an icing call against Washington. 3 minutes gone by in the first period. We've just had the 1 shot on net
Really?
credited thus far to Chris Knobloch's
Really?
Edmonton Oilers.
Strong start for Edmonton here. It's going to be everybody all hands on deck when Connor McDavid's out of the line. This has happened earlier in the season when he was injured for 3 games, and the team really gelled together, and it seemed to be a little bit of a turning point for the team as far as how they had to play the
Did you
game.
put it on the ground
They
again?
strong. They put the puck in behind them, established a forecheck and some possession time. And against this Washington Capitals team, as you just mentioned, a very deep team, Jack.
I made a joke. Hey, Diane, it's because of me. I made a joke. Somebody came in here and said Ovi was scoring 21 goals tonight. And I said the crack must be good where you live. So it's my fault. Don't take it out on him. Take it out on me. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
The first, here's a
Scores! Keon Draisaitl! 1-0 Oilers!
A little bit of money got in my life.
Sorry. Yes, I am muted. Laser. Yes, kid was screaming. Does Diane live near me? No, not at all. She lives a million miles away from me in Africa somewhere. She's an online stalker. No, yeah, she's my wife. She's the one that you see once in a while come on. Don't ask me why. Yeah, Joes. The sorcery is McDavid out. Skinner's getting an opportunity. He went into the coach's office and said, Nabla, give me an opportunity here. I want to be an Oiler. I want to contribute. Top guy's out. Let me show you I can score. Nabla obliged. Oh, what now? They're going to get a power play? Oh, he's going to get himself a little... Sorry, guys.
First, but all these categories so important, and a plus 29 now in the year that leads.
Oh yeah, no, she definitely likes the hockey. Just the way the ref had his arm up, I thought that Washington was going to get that beneficial power play after the Oilers goal.
Can he pull the
Are you yelling at me?
Selke in the same year? Hasn't been done since it's been the only time. You never know. I mean, the plus 20 situations, he leads the league in plus minus. Connor McMichael got off to a blazing start this year, but has tailed off late. Still sitting on 17 goals for the year, easily a career high. Nurse up the
You're
right
giving
side,
me a headache.
Robinson, that rolled off his stick. Jacob Chikrin, as advertised for Washington, and Ross Bennett in his own zone. Bouchard able to cut it off at the blue line for Edmonton. It was almost a 2-on-1 with Strome and Ovechkin. Washington squeaked into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not predicting nothing.
Ringside took a shot at
I'm predicting the Oilers win. I'll just say that.
Shake that off, and then was excused in a 4-game sweep in the first round. First time that had ever happened to the Caps. 4-game sweep in the first round.
I'm predicting an entertaining game. I won't say win or lose anybody. Just an entertaining game. Skinner with a nice big save there. 4 shots to 3 for the Oilers. Scores 1-0 Edmonton. 13 minutes left in the first period.
He's played to a save percentage of
Yeah.
95.
You tell him.
Hasn't lost back-to-back games since October.
You tell them.
Against Mangiapane.
You tell them.
Back towards center.
Why?
7 minutes. Draisaitl on a backhand has given Edmonton a 1-0 lead.
Okay, I'll turn it backwards.
Matt Boyd. So many additions in the offseason, and seemingly everyone has contributed. Roy and Chikrin on the backhand. Dubois, Duhaime up front.
I think the Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. That's my prediction for the weekend. Bills will win
2018.
in a last-second field goal.
As you know, had a postseason or
Hi.
was a
Hi, buddy. How's it going?
when in 2018 comes back, as you mentioned, back to the Capitals where he had that success. Here's a quick snapshot.
Oh my goodness, Draisaitl almost made it 2-0. Or was that Brown? Sorry, that was Brown. My bad, Z's. Send me to the Mindsies. Right, Rosie? Send him to the Mindsies. Send him to the Miners. He's so bad at his job. Send him to the Miners. Guess what? I've already been to the Miners. And I came back. Now I'm in the pros. Hey. What are you doing to the boot?
We've talked about
Pillsbury, go for it. will get to all your questions and all your comments as soon as I'm not preoccupied by it, baby. We will talk about the suspension to Connor McDavid. We will talk about the suspension to the other guy. And we will talk about the comments made by some dummy on the internet saying Connor McDavid won't be at the Four Nations. Garbage comments, by the way. Oh, yeah. Connor McDavid will be at the Four Nations. Comments like that by certain people make me wonder why they have jobs. Or why they have a fan base that listens to what they say. Oh, yeah. Did you just throw your suitor at me again? Did you just throw your suitor at me again? 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 Ready? E. Is that ready? You ready? I ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, we can't go again.
Besides, watch this shot from Mangiapane through a screen, multiple screens that is, and a quick little reaction by Skinner. This is a better look. This is no chance. He saw this to the last second, and just a little flutter of the blocker makes that save a hard one. And then a nice pass out to the slot. Good chance by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Testing that spot on a left-handed catcher. That might be a goal. Just over the right pad, just under the blocker, but because Thompson's a right-handed catcher, he snatches that one with a glove.
Really?
It's a good save. So is his backup,
Really?
Charlie Lindgren, it must be noted.
Really?
Lindgren, the starter last year. Logan Thompson, who lost his job to Aiden Hill in Vegas. 21, 2, and 3 on the year, top 3 across the board. Wins, goals against the save percentage. DeBoer takes it out. Sandy to Carlson, loads and fires. That was tipped away. DeBoer back on. Run into Kulak, fights them off. Looks to slam it in front. That was tipped away by Stuart Skinner. And here come the Oilers. Dressa, Darvin's in front. Pass miscommunication. And now Washington at 2-on-1. Protas and Wilson. Protas centers back.
Jesus.
Wilson buries the equalizer.
Giveaway by Arvidsson.
That gives him his 4th 20-goal campaign and lifts the Capitals into a 1-1 tie. The Washington Capitals are 10th in the National Hockey League on a rush goal scored. Only 23rd in chances, but they made good of their opportunity. Just pop, little drop pass that goes away. Goes to nobody except for the Washington Capitals, and as a result, a 2-on-1 the other way. Curtis with a beautiful pass over to Wilson. And he just a little tiny elevation up over top of the sprawling Skinner as he has to wait.
Can't do that.
Across. I mean, that's a laser pass across from Protas. The big line converts again. Dubois, Protas, and Wilson, 3 big guys that tie the game. Tom Wilson, we talked about it earlier, 12 years of Capital.
Yeah, bad giveaway, back tick, yeah.
Louis mentioned.
Calm down.
Average basically 27 shots on net against.
I want to be able to pay attention to hockey games.
They're second in the league in goal scoring after being 28th a year ago. What a revival. Chikrin now letting Nick down inside a quick shot.
Jeez, come on, Oilers, pick it up. Clean it up.
Fourth line for the Caps came in with 26 goals combined. Mangiapane over the stick. And that's going to be retrieved by Van Riemsdyk, who's apparently okay after blocking the shot with his hand earlier. Tom Wilson,
I know you don't want to be held, but I have too many quarters for you to be let
It's
loose.
like he's gotten better offensively as his year progressed.
You know, when he came into the league as a bagger across, he was a high pick, don't get me wrong. But when he first came into the league, he was there to provide energy and a physical force. Fought a lot, obviously has a ton of hits in his career. But each and every year it seemed like he was getting better and better. And a great compliment to the offensive players the Washington Capitals have had over the years. And now he's a force, he's a power forward. It's been amazing to see him turn his career into becoming a valuable player in the league.
I like to think Tom Wilson is your sliding door. Remember that Gwyneth Paltrow movie? Maybe in my dream world. Here's an opportunity for Taylor Radish trying to sneak one inside. Broken up, brought up ice by Connor Brown. But he would be a guy to aspire to for a guy like me, no question. Rick Tocchet was a guy, fought everybody, put up 49 goals. Wendell Clark, a 30-goal scorer, 40-goal scorer one year, and a tough guy. Those were the guys that, when I came up through, I was looking at saying, okay, maybe if you do everything right, you could potentially be a guy like that. Tom Wilson is that
Absolutely,
player in the
absolutely.
NHL today that does the same things. He can run you over physically, he can fight anybody, and he can put the puck in the back of the net. There's a bit too far from Olsen. Draisaitl open the scoring, dishes to Kulak, his shot redirected and a save on Arvidsson made by Thompson. That was a tough redirect from Arvidsson. A little miscommunication there with Draisaitl and Arvidsson. Draisaitl thought Arvidsson was going to get on that puck. The Caps instead slash it back inside the Oiler line, and it's recovered by Nurse.
Shots are 5-5, scores 1-1. 8.5 left to go in the first period.
Pass of Colson.
Draisaitl started us off his 34th of the year. Wilson gets his 20th on a 2-on-1 breakaway. Might as well have been a 2-on-0. And of course, let's show the Washington goal and not the Draisaitl one. Fuck you, Sportsnet. I'm sorry, but I'm sick and tired of this freaking channel. Except their back end is weak and their goaltending isn't very good. They ride high on their power play. That is where Washington capitalizes, on their power play. They don't score 5-on-5 very often. They don't take very many shots. But they get 3 to 4 power plays a game. Hell, if I had 3 to 4 power plays a game, I'd score every other opportunity I got. I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm just saying they get a lot of power plays per 60 minutes. If the Oilers got as many power plays per 60 that Washington got, man, can you imagine the goals the Oilers would have? If you go look at OV stats, how many goals he had this year? 21? I'm going to say 17 of those are power play goals or empty net goals. Oh no, they play big. Their boys are well built. I just don't know if it's going to suit them in the long run. Sure, 82 game season, fine. But they've got leaks on the back end and a goalie that's not really a good goalie in my eyes, but what do I know? I cheer for Stuart Skinner. I agree, Caps are first overall. I'm not taking that away from them. But if you see where their goals come from and how many shots per game they take, ooh. Finals. Must be big tests coming. I mean, they're also over, almost at or one injury away from having it. Well, absolutely, they skate hard. But I'll also say this. I don't give any credence to a team out east.
Comes Tom Wilson already with one goal against Bouchard, but a center pass steered the corner by Ekholm as he tried to return the favor.
I really hope Diane is done upstairs, man. Oh, I know you're tired. You want your money.
Still looking for his first NHL goal. Perry absorbs it from Pierre-Luc Dubois.
I know you're tired and you want your money.
And the Washington defenseman advances through the neutral zone, flips it over to Wilson, settled, put it back down low. 7 minutes to play in the first period. Draisaitl is league leading 34th for Edmonton. Wilson countered with his 20th off the rush for Washington.
Here.
Oilers turned their season around last year in Washington at the expense of the Capitals. They were under
Right? No 97 in the lineup. It was 97.
shut out the Caps 5-0 and won 24 of their next 27 games. Here's Draisaitl. Arvidsson, one touch to Nurse, his drive, blocked in front, and at the feet of Thompson, flicked away, and moved up ice by Mangiapane. Mentioned Washington's unbeaten streak. They haven't lost in regulation since December the 29th. Skinner will punch it down low, looking for Hyman, wrapped up with Sandy. Enrique jumps into a seat, saucers it out for Emerson, could not hold it. And yet, Louis, all we heard was Washington players, staff alike saying, you know, kind of, poor me, well, we're not playing that well, even though we're unbeaten in 10 games.
We can play better. It's a great attitude to have.
I mean, you don't play anybody either.
Okay, well, you got to give yourself some credit.
Thank you very much.
Obviously still the process.
Oh,
I
yes.
think that's a great message being moved forward. Edmonton here
Now I can concentrate.
gets to start to get pucks in behind the fourth line with a couple good shifts so far this year. Ending in Washington, this is where you have to look out when they're looking for that fast break. But if you can contain them, keep them in their own zone, that's the area I believe Carberry and the Capitals are talking about. They have to get a little cleaner.
Oh,
in
yes.
their zone of getting pucks
There,
in.
now you guys can probably hear me a lot better. Hopefully everybody's doing good on this Wednesday evening. Or is it Tuesday? For half a second. 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Shots are 7-4 for Edmonton. Score is 1-0. 1-1, sorry. Draisaitl made it 1-0. Wilson tied the game up at ones. I'm still flabbergasted by what Vancouver Canuck fans are saying on the internet. What a save again by Skinner. There you go. Quick travels from Africa. Yeah, buddy.
Outperformed at the American Hockey League level. He had nowhere else to go but the NHL.
Put up a sub-13 lap around the ring, too, the fastest ever recorded. In the American Hockey League, I know that Dylan Market in 16 did it under 13. There was a little bit of controversy about that, but a really fast player. Ethan Frank as well, and some Edmonton will have to watch out for. He can get up in a hurry.
Big hit on Ferramari here. Here's stunned, Lou.
Did he fall down again there? I think he was a little revolver, just lost an edge, maybe. Looks okay.
Wilson, a collision at center, sent him flying.
Oh,
Quad of Ferramari.
it's almost like both teams are playing not to lose.
Gets a back pass from Roy as the Caps reset and shuffle the deck. Personnel.
After the first period, I'll go over the first period stats for
Perry out there for Edmonton. It's
everything. Out-of-town scoreboard. Talk about
Stetcher.
NHL decision-making.
Battling is Jeff Skinner. Slid ahead to Hyman. Tucked back in for down. Interior pass busted up. A 10 for Mangiapane. Pass. On the move. He shot and a save made by Thompson, who did well not to overcommit. Stuck with it and made the save look routine as it's fired in by Newham.
Well, when you got a guy draped on the guy with the puck, I sure hope you make those saves look routine. Any whoosies. Jeez.
3 minutes to play in this first period. The game's tied at 1. Draisaitl for Edmonton. Wilson for Washington. Mangiapane flung it into the zone. Strange trip for the Caps. They actually cross the border, play Seattle on Thursday, and then come back to Canada and finish up this road trip. Here's Podkolzin gaining the line. A
Shot and save. 2.5 left to go in the first period. So, the reason why I don't have any credence to the Capitals, the Penguins, the Flyers, the Devils, the Rangers, Carolina, Buffalo, the Islanders, the reason why I don't care how good their record is and why I don't give two shits about what people say about how good they are, they don't travel. They don't travel. Let me be perfectly clear. Yes, they have away games. But when you've got teams, let's say you're Washington. What is the farthest road trip that you have that's on the East Coast? Maybe Buffalo, and that's still a 6-hour drive. I'm sorry to tell people, but the East has it so fucking easy when it comes to travel and the NHL. So those teams that I just listed, Buffalo, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, New Jersey Devils, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Washington, Carolina, like that's 8 or 9 teams right there that you play that you don't really travel for. So that's, what, 20 games, 21 games of your schedule right there? Give me a fucking break. So when Eastern Conference teams come out west and all we hear about is complaining of their travel, I don't want to hear that. I can't. It's not justifiable to me. So I really hope that the American Northeast teams are fresher when it comes to play and they do well in standings. I hope you do. You don't travel anywhere. Yeah, I got things to say to those guys. I really can't wait for Thursday. Well, he had his stick held. Had his stick held, no call there. I mean, hey guys, NHL refs, don't expect any calls coming Edmonton's way.
He go right up the middle and receives that pass. Logan Thompson looking for his first.
It's part of the game, absolutely, but teams out east don't travel very far. It just sucks being a team out west, especially as far north as the Oilers. But I get it. And Bouchard's stick breaks.
Thompson was still recovering, and Bouchard just whiffed on it. I think his eyeballs got.
Oh, good trip there, ref.
Here's Wilson looking for produce.
Way to not call that.
You're right, Thompson.
Hey, Trucker.
And I think he was like, do I really have
Speaking of traveling,
and never looked
Trucker.
He usually doesn't just roll off the stick.
I don't know if he did or not. I'm just.
Thompson had no idea where the rebound was.
My goodness gracious.
Skinner's live. Stuart Skinner is Evan Bouchard clears the center. Draisaitl hits the line. Connor Brown. Draisaitl punches it over the net.
Oh, wow, that's a good play by Draisaitl for sure.
It just got a little.
I also don't really want to pay too much to the chat because I'm like 5 seconds behind.
Stetcher. He took his eye off on it, but Nugent Hopkins had support. Rolls outside the zone, a minute 20 to go in this first period. Game tied at 1. Nugent Hopkins left it for Brown. Sandwich in the.
Oh, well, complain, but
Now Connor Brown fires again. That was deflected. High up on the plexus.
they have every right to complain, but this is coming to Edmonton is what Edmonton does pretty much every game. Nobody's close except for Calgary.
Edmonton's found the slot multiple times in this first period. Seas parted for a moment for Darnell Nurse before
We only play Calgary 3 times a year now. That's not offside as much as the Washington Capitals want it to be. 1 minute left to go.
Ran into some skates along.
Yeah, no, I like to keep up in the moment though, except for when there's pressure in the offensive zone. 34 seconds left to go in the first period. Shots are 10-4 for them Oilers. 1-0 hockey game though. Sorry, 10-3 for the Oilers. They took a shot away. Well, that's something people are going to bitch about. Again, first free shot is the game. Skinner lets in a goal.
Lost the handle though, and off the turnover. Oilers trying to go back to work. To Jeff Skinner, man fell down. That was Sandin. Bounces back up and swept it over to Van Riemsdyk. 5 seconds. The clear to Connor McMichael and on to Strome for a lofted puck that sails wide at the horn.
After the first period, score is 1-1. What do you guys want to talk about? Speaking of Trucker, he has entered the chat. What do y'all want to talk about? Out of town scoreboard, because there's a few games on tonight. It just sucks because how often the Oilers are on the road. It does take away from the quality of hockey they can play when they're on the road 8 games in 13 days. When does a team out east get that type of road trip with this type of travel? That's all I'm saying. The NHL is favored for the East, and I get it. Gary Bettman's a New York guy. League was a New York, mostly out east when it started. And it was second period over. San Jose 5, Predators 3. Gosh, damn, those Predators are bad. 1-0 Carolina after 2 over the Dallas Stars. After 1 in Edmonton, shots are 10-3 for the Oilers. Score is 1-1. Draisaitl started us off with his 34th of the year, assisted by Nurse and Podkolzin. Wilson got the game-tying goal on a 2-on-1. Games yet to be played. Sabres are in Vancouver to take on the crappy Canucks at 8 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock as well, the Panthers take on the Ducks. Finals in the NHL, the Montreal Canadiens beat the Lightning 3-2. The Rangers beat up on Ottawa 5-0. The Flyers beat the Red Wings 2-1 in overtime. Now that you got it good and understood, let's talk about more important things. Good to see Arvidsson in as well. What do you guys want to talk about? I know what I want to talk about. But what do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to talk about how Vancouver fans are arrogant little pricks that think that what Garland did was a good thing? That Myers shouldn't have been suspended at all? Should have got just a $2,000 fine. That was it. McDavid should have got a 10-game suspension. Pretty tight indeed. I will actually talk about the standings because, yeah. Suspension is 3 games for Connor McDavid for his cross-check on Garland. But let's be frank and let's be perfectly clear. Had the NHL referees done their job, that cross-check doesn't happen. McDavid and Myers are not suspended. Had the NHL, bipartisan Gary Bettman and his goon squad, the referees that you can't talk bad about, heaven fucking forbid you say a bad thing about the officials, McDavid doesn't take that cross-check, and we're not talking about suspension. I'm not saying the Oilers are going to get a power play comeback and score to tie the game up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you call it, you whistle the play, and then you get these idiot Vancouver fans. Well, the Oilers had possession, and there was an arm up for a penalty. No, there wasn't, you fucking Goombas. There was no penalty coming for Garland. There was no arm up because I guarantee you, had an arm gone up for any of that bullshit, the Oilers would have gladly gave the puck to Vancouver, and they would have taken a timeout and had 15 seconds of power play time to draw something up. Would they have scored? I don't know. Maybe, possibly not. But the suspensions don't happen. The cross-checks don't happen. The shit that happened after the game doesn't happen. Also, the rumor going around is, how do I say this diplomatically? Apparently there's a rumor going around that Connor McDavid is going to refuse to do all future NHL events, all future NHL interviews. He's going to be less and less and do less and less for the Oilers. What do you mean plenty of guys getting held? This wasn't a guy getting held. This was a guy trying to skate up the ice, get tackled. He fought the guy off, got up, started skating toward the net again, and got tackled. There's a difference between being held and being thrown to the ice. Just like I tell people, there's a difference between a flying elbow and an elbow from the top. It does different damage. That's why when you're in the UFC or any MMA that has rules, you can go like this, but you can't go up, down 60 to 6. You can't go 12 to 6. He can't do that, though, because he is, unfortunately for everyone else, the poster boy of the NHL. So for him, for the rumor to go around saying that he's not going to the Four Nations and he's not going to be doing any more NHL interviews and stuff like that, I'm not condoning the cross-check. I'm not saying that what Connor McDavid did was good. It wasn't. You got to learn to kind of control your emotions a little bit. Punch him in the mouth. Although he asked Garland to fight, Garland turned away like a pussy. Draisaitl asked Garland to fight several times. He turned away like a pussy. You're a fucking idiot, Ryan. Like, that's what I mean. It's comments like yours that just show how dumb the Vancouver fan base is. Good luck ever winning a cup in Vancouver. Never going to happen. Good luck ever making the playoffs this year. Not going to happen either. You guys got so much with players sleeping with other players' wives. By the way, Petrie is sleeping with somebody's wives, or it's the other way around. I think JT Miller is the one sleeping with Petrie's wife. That's why he had to take that personally for, oh, my feelings are hurt and I got to work on my wife issues. Dude, your wife's cheating on you with players on your team. Get over it. Ask for a trade. She's useless. Now, you want me to go on? Because I can make you look bad too. I can't just make Vancouver look bad. That's too easy. Now, for people to say that a small guy like Garland, he's 5'10". Small guy, yeah, well, if you're a small guy and you're kind of balanced. I love that narrative that you just said. Small guy like Garland. You're a fucking idiot. Did you know that if you're a small person in a fight, you have leverage? You have advantage? Because you're lower to the ground, you can take the guy's knees out better. But I guess you know nothing about physics and actually how a fight works. So go on being stupid. Fuck, Vancouver fans are just... You guys, did you guys get hit by the dumb tree and hit every branch on the way down? I swear to God, Vancouver fans are just... They're just those people. They can't help themselves. That's what I mean. The Oilers need to be more physical. Okay, then when they are, people get upset. Like I said, if the league doesn't protect its players, the players are going to start protecting themselves. And that's not a good way to protect yourself. That's not a good way to handle things. Can you imagine, just walk with me down the street. Can you imagine if Patrick Mahomes wasn't protected by the referees in the NFL? Can you imagine if every time Patrick Mahomes got touched, the flags didn't fly for Patrick Mahomes? Can you imagine if every time LeBron James went to take a shot and his little pinky got hit after and there wasn't a foul on that? Eventually, one of two things are going to happen with LeBron James and Mahomes. They're going to get hurt long term and be gone from the league, or they're going to take things in their own hands and see a guy coming at me to hit me high. My helmet's coming off, and I'm going. With LeBron James, if I see a guy going at me, absolutely, Dominic. I absolutely agree the Oilers need to shoot more. I'm sick of this. Pass, 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 pass. No, I want a pass, pass shot. For every 2 passes, I want a shot. I'm tired of the 5-6 passes and then a shot. 5-6 passes, no shot because we lose the puck. I want 2 passes. I respect McDavid for the cross-check. I think it was a bit much, but I respect him for it. If the league, by that I mean the refs are not going to protect them, protect yourself. Now, moving forward, this does one of 2 things for the NHL. This makes you pay attention when Connor McDavid is coming up the ice. to see how often he's getting held, how often he's getting interfered with, how many times he gets slashed, how many times he gets hooked, how many times he gets cross-checked, how many times he gets interfered with that they aren't going to call and have to call, or this is an option too. McDavid's done. He's sick of it. You want to come near me when I don't have the puck. You want to hit me. You want to grab me. You want to interfere with me. You want to slash me. You want to hook me. I have a stick, and I'm not afraid to use it. Mark Messier took 3 years to learn that lesson. Agreed. They need to stop going down early in periods, especially the first. But Mark Messier took him 3 years to figure out the lesson that your stick is a very valuable tool. Not a weapon, a very valuable tool. Like I said, I don't condone what McDavid did. Don't get what I'm saying twisted as, oh, you condone violence. No, I don't condone it. But what I am saying is lesson learned. I think the league will now be on notice that, hey, McDavid isn't going to take our shit no more. And if the refs aren't going to call penalties, well, badges. We don't need no stinking badges. Also, your stupid comment about 97 not wanting to drop the gloves. Dumb fucking idiot. He wanted to fight Garland. Garland skated away like a little bitch and hid behind the Vancouver defenseman. Draisaitl wanted to fight Garland in the corner. Garland didn't want to drop the gloves. As soon as the referee got there, then he started beaking because he's a little baby. I don't understand your Vancouver Canuck mentality of being a loser. I don't get it. I don't get the mentality of being a loser Vancouver Canuck fan. Connor Garland better not show up in Edmonton for his safety. And if he does, he better be willing to accept a fight. First drop of the whistle that he's out there. At the face-off, he better be willing to accept the fight. And better be willing to accept the fact he's going to get his ass handed to him. Anything other than that, he's a scumbag piece of shit, which we already know. It's crazy to me how many people that cheer for the Vancouver Canucks think that what Myers did was okay, but what McDavid did wasn't. Even though what McDavid did was a hockey play in a sense that play was still going, and it was in the heat of the moment. What Myers did, like honestly, what did Bouchard say to Myers for him to get cross-checked? Your mom's fat? Your mom's ugly? Your wife, you can taste your wife on my fingers? Like, what is the worst that Bouchard could have told Myers in that situation for Myers to cross-check him like that? Like, also, 3 games was a bit much for both. I think 2 games would have sufficed for both players. You suspend them for both players considering they both play against each other in 2 days. In 2 games. Vancouver, Edmonton play in 2 days, 2 games. Okay. Suspend them both for that game. They're both back the next game. No. Had to make them both suspended for 3. Doesn't make any sense to me, man. And that just goes to show the fact that the league hasn't said anything about what Connor Garland did. They condone it. They're okay with little scumbags like that doing that, which is cool. I just love the Vancouver Canuck idiots that comment on my videos about 97 being a baby. Like, right. Worry about your own locker room. Worry about your own mess in Vancouver before you come throwing stones. Because goddamn, I can destroy you and the Vancouver Canucks in seconds. I'm a nice guy. I don't want to make that guy, but I can be that guy. It's like they say, I can go from 0 to jail pretty quick. Garland didn't get a penalty? That's the funny thing in all this. The little baby didn't get a penalty, didn't get a warning, he got nothing. So of course he's going to do it again, as he said. Good luck with that, kid. All I'm saying is he better not show up to Edmonton. If he does, he better be willing to pay the Pied Piper. You better be willing to take a fight with the first guy in an Oiler uniform that steps up to you. Scores 1-1 after 1. What's up, Edmund? How you doing? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. You better be willing to take that fight. First period, first face-off drop that you're on. The first time that you're on the ice. First Oiler player that comes up to you and says, we're going. You better be willing to take that fight. Because if you don't, you are not looked upon the same in the NHL. And knowing NHL players like I do, because I do have friends that play in the NHL, they don't look too kindly on people that do dirty stuff like that and don't pay the Pied Piper. Now, it's one thing if the team doesn't go after you the next game. That is complete. If you're not targeted and gone after and not asked to fight, that's on the team not sticking up for themselves. But if a player, whether it's Nurse, whether it's Ekholm, whether it's Hyman, Podkolzin, Corey Perry, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If an Oiler player comes up to you the first time you're on the ice and says we're fighting and you do not go, you now have a reputation of being a little bitch. And the league will look at you differently. There'll be group chats about you. You'll be kicked out of group chats you're in. You will not be looked upon the same. And not only in the league, but in your own locker room, you won't be looked at the same. And that Vancouver locker room is not very good to begin with. You can thank Rick Tocchet for that one. Bang up job that guy did. So yes, Connor McDavid will be part of the Four Nations Cup. People saying that he's going to do less with the NHL are dumb. They have no clue what goes on in hockey ops. And really, realistically, all we're asking for from the NHL is just consistency. Make it consistent. You called a slash in the first period against the Oilers. You called a cross-check against Ekholm earlier in the third period. And then you let it all go after that. Ridiculous.
Shots against the Edmonton Oilers. Set up to Jeff Skinner as we begin the second period, which has been Edmonton's best period. We talked about how Washington league best.
No power plays, though. Second period is underway.
Carried up to a plus 31 for the season. Easily the best in the NHL. Sandin. Moving on to John Carlson.
I don't know, Edmund. I think somebody's going to in Edmonton force him to fight. Either they're going to force him to fight or he's going to be leaving with a broken orbital bone. Because that Oiler player will swing. And swing hard.
Thompson. Moving into Arvidsson. His wrist shot deflected wide by Fairbairn. Quickly played ahead for Protas. Through the neutral zone, Nick Dow. Draisaitl able to reel it in for Edmonton. Matthias Ekholm. On to Podkolzin. Right quad Arvidsson getting one touch on to Draisaitl. Trying to feather it back. Dusher wanted to step into a one-timer. Never materialized. Now Matt Roy. Delayed 3-on-2 for Washington. Now a quick dish.
What a save by Skinner. Mr. Stu Skinner.
That was terrific puck movement from the Caps. A nice little no-looker backhand.
Derek Ryan's not back, guys. Despite what you guys heard, Derek Ryan is not back with the Oilers. Thursday is going to be a physical one, Epic. I agree. It's going to get dirty. And it's on the referees, Wes McCauley and Chris Lee. It's on them if somebody gets hurt in this game coming up. You didn't do your job the night that you were reffing. Now you're making sure that the refs on Thursday have a hard job to do. That's all you did. You just made sure that the job on Thursday is 10 times harder. Puck is out of play. I agree, Chucker. I miss old school hockey. I miss the days where if you went after a star player, you had to answer to the enforcer that was sitting beside him. I miss Dave Semenko days. I miss the Marty McSorley days. I miss those days where a top tier guy had a guy to protect him. But that's not this day's NHL. And this league refuses to protect its stars. Ooh. Pickle chips. Oh, he made a great save. But I bet all the fans are talking about is the one goal he let in on 3 shots that he had no chance saving. Forgot the prick from Calgary, Mangiapane, played for Washington. Oh, there's a cross check. Call that, ref. Retaliation right there. No, don't call that. It's a Capital player against an Oiler player. Can't call those. I don't think you're going to get very many power plays for the Oilers in this game. The refs are just going to be ignorant to anything. Just ignorant to everything, man. Come on, Arvid. You got to be able to control that puck. Bowled over. Get me a break. Thompson bowled over.
Found guilty of extra shot on the goaltender by John Carlson, and he's pointing to the scoreboard, Louis. That's why you're on your butt. Yeah, absolutely. And, here's a chance by Nurse. Good save by Thompson on the first one. Second opportunity in the slot denied again. Edmonton has done a nice job to get pucks on Thompson and traffic in front of him. And this is a prime example.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at the traffic in front of him.
For these next 3 games, I'm going to be completely 100% transparent like I always am with you guys. Aside from this game, the Vancouver game is a must-win, and the Buffalo game is an absolute guarantee win. So out of these 3 games, McDavid's not here. They should go 2-1.
Cardinal Nurse has been noticeable in this game so far.
Not saying Washington's going to mollywop the Oilers by non-stretch of imagination, but they're first in the league for a reason.
ATCO Energy is the official energy provider of Rogers Place and proud sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
You look at Logan Thompson,
of course he is. Of course Chris Lee's a perfected ref. Of course he is. Oh, my voice will be fine. That's why I drink one of these a day.
Concerted effort to make sure there's somebody right in front of the net. And he's had to make some difficult saves through those screens. And he has. Roy, dart up the middle. Broken up for Wilson. Taken by Kulak and spilled in eventually by Kaplan.
16.5 minutes left to go in the second period. 15-6 are the shots for the Oilers. 1-1 is the score in Edmonton.
Washington and Edmonton. The Oilers, with a win tonight, take over sole possession of first place in the Pacific Division for the first time since February 20th, 2020. Here's Henry on the Bouchard. The outlet broken up by Van Riemsdyk.
That's not icing. Good shit.
No. Logan Thompson likes to move it up to Ethan Frank.
Ethan Frank.
Bouchard
Let me be frank.
Turned back over, neutral zone Frank. Shoveled ahead by Larazelli. Bouchard.
I don't check my phone when I'm on stream. Oh, there's a penalty coming up against the Oilers. Nope, they're not calling that either. Right there, that's a penalty though.
Noah Phil. Playing his 7th NHL game.
Nah. See, you know what? I'm going to do something. And Diane gave me a great idea.
Swept along by Logan.
I'm going to turn my
Center ice, so funnel it in.
screen around, my camera around, and stream NHL games on my Xbox.
Feeling under the weather. Instead, it's Tyler Palmer.
Stream them live, record them doing that, and show you guys that once the game is over, once the clock strikes 0,
The left-hand side.
I'm over it. You know what I mean? I'm done. I'm over. I'm mad in the moment, but when it's over and done, it's over and done, right? Move on to better things.
I just looked at Emma. I'm like, wait a minute.
in the face, but he's on the bench.
Yeah. Shows you what I know. I try to provide a little inside scoop.
Don't let the past dictate your future.
He's happy I got him on the telecast.
He is sitting in the wings there, I believe.
All right, he's waiting. Here's a quick dish, and we got a penalty coming up, Louis. First one of the night.
Wow, that's a penalty.
Against Edmonton, Carlson.
That's a penalty.
Attacker on for the Caps. Sandin gets it back. Looks inside.
I don't understand how that's a penalty.
Have it come on, a wrist on net.
Like I said, Washington gets away with 3 of them before the Oilers get
You
1.
hear the anguish cry from the Oilers as they'll be shorthanded. Darnell Nurse to the box.
Darnell Nurse gets a penalty for what?
Oh, he said he's been all over this one. First
Edmonton 25, minor penalty for slashing.
slashing, gonna call first penalty for
Slashing.
and it goes to Nurse to the first power play to the Washington Capitals. First time we've seen the Caps have a little extended period in the offensive.
That's a joke. If that's a slash, you should have called the first 3 in the first period against the Capitals.
And you're going to look at the right of the screen here. You're going to see.
If that's a slash, you should have called the first 3 against the Capitals in the first period.
With the stick and gets nabbed for it. Caps power play ranked.
Hey, Lubo, how's it going?
Here's Ovechkin. Oilers gave up 2 power play goals on Saturday in the loss to Vancouver. Cost them the game. Shot by Carlson, a save. Skinner, rebound available. Ekholm unable to get it out, but held in by Chychrun and Carlson for the Caps. Now Ovechkin loading up. Down low for Dylan Strome. Chychrun fires, and that might have caught a chunk of the shoulder of Stuart Skinner. Here's Ovechkin. Chychrun tried to thread through traffic, broken up and cleared by Matthias Ekholm. Great block by Ekholm, and Jacob Chychrun not afraid to shoot the puck. Spencer Carver told us about that. He's a defenseman.
Oh, no.
On this top unit,
I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's shitey.
on the power play, and doesn't
I didn't think it got that cold in Iowa.
Tried to get that through. Once was blocked. Third among, second was a shot pass. Sorry. Third among defensemen with 13 goals on the season. Here's Wilson, a steal. He leads the Caps this year with 9 power play goals. That's top 10 in the league for Tom Wilson. Finishes his hit on Stetcher and allows Carlson to maintain. Got it back from Chychrun. Cross ice looking for Ovechkin. That was broken up by Yanmar. Good stick. Dylan Strome. Carlson. Power play at 30 seconds. Dylan Strome. Centering pass. Wilson couldn't tee that one up. Held in by Chychrun. Bobbled away by Carlson. Punched ahead. Chychrun's back. Connor Brown. Looking. Waiting. Firing. Save made by Logan Thompson. Rebound Dylan Strome.
Gotta make that pass, though, if you're...
Carlson crossing to Ovechkin. One touch on to Connor McMichael. Dragged his way around Ekholm. McMichael. Back to Dylan Strome. Shovels out. Sandin. Waits. Spins.
Oh, Oilers killed it.
Shovels it back down low.
Now Ovechkin can get off the ice and not be seen for the next 5 minutes.
Pass looking for Nurse, but Colson. Nurse able to bump it in. Pat Roy to the corner. Grabbed by Dubois and chipped in by Alexi Protas. On the block in the corner. McMichael, a blast by Roy, and he scores. I'm not sure Skinner ever saw.
That's a lot of goalie interference.
From just inside the blue
That's a lot of fucking goalie interference. Fucking Bouchard, man. Move your fucking man.
Comes through for Roy. He just gets a nice shot on net. Low, hard shot, knowing there's a screen in front. And you can hear the thud to the back of the net. But Prota's 6'6" with a perfect screen in front. And Washington takes the lead 2-1.
Yeah, that's a case where you don't end up on the score sheet.
That's a fucking
you
joke.
You were the primary reason that puck found the way home.
The thorn in the side in front of the net, 6'6". They also got his younger brother Ilya as a prospect coming up. Traded up to get him.
That's a fucking joke.
As good or better, they say that his older brother, we'll see about that, because he's having a terrific year.
Van Riemsdyk off to Mangiapane. Dubois and McMichael with the assists on Roy's second of the year.
When I say little brother, he's 6'5".
Yeah.
He's got 7.
That would be something, hockey boys.
Top 5 OHL scoring.
That would be hilarious if he got so close and didn't finish it. 16-8 of the shots for the Oilers. Washington's had a power play. Oilers haven't had one, even though, fuck, boys, I could count on a hand that Washington got away with. I'm just saying, like, it's predictably unpredictable. The way the refs ref these games against the Oilers. And the league entirely. There was a stat out there because of this whole McDavid incident. 21 goals to beat it in, I think they've already played 47 games. So there's 31, 32 games left for them. But in all honesty, it's ridiculous that the stat came out because of this McDavid thing. He is in the NHL per 60 that have played more than 10 games. He's ranked 297th for getting power plays called against him. Like, he draws the penalty. Your number one player that has the puck 1,000% of the more of the time than anybody else gets less calls than Brad Marchand, Brady Tkachuk, Jacob Trouba. So you're telling me that these guys draw more penalties than Connor McDavid? Explain that one to me. Is it because he wears the Oilers jersey? Regency biased? Nobody's touching Gretzky's point record. What I find massively interesting is Gretzky has 1,000 more assists than the next person has points. You could take away all of Gretzky's goals, and he has more assists than anybody has points.
And then Ekholm had his shot blocked, and here comes Frank, and he can fly. What a play by Ekholm, and he needed to...
Yep, call that penalty, ref. That was a high stick. He clipped his helmet a little bit there. Put your arm up.
He was flying. I was thinking about that speed you alluded to earlier.
Sub 13 in the speed contest going around the world.
He exploded out of the blocks like Ben Johnson in '88.
There you go.
Yeah.
Those first 5 strides, right? Look at this. He's gone into the diving defensive play by Ekholm as he knows he's beat. You just know this guy's going to get to this puck first. I have to take one chance at it, and he's accurate with that stick as he goes down and slashes at the puck, takes puck, no penalty on the play. Just a solid defensive play on the speedy Frank, who had his feet pumping on that one.
I mean, Louis, that's a great play.
Yeah.
Mark that one down, because
this kid can score too.
When we saw it, yeah, he absolutely. And when we saw it live, it looked better on the replay.
Won a championship with
Shots are 17-8 for the Oilers. Scores 2-1 for Washington. Again, they've had the power play. The Oilers have not. Oh, we got actual penalty for what? What's this power play for the Oilers? You're not wrong, Renegade.
Looking around to see who it was. Looks like Carlson's heading over. Nope, Dubois going over there now.
What are you bitching about? You got away with 2 in the first period.
It's on Draisaitl, and he just kind of reaches in. I mean, this is when you're
That's a fucking penalty, you bitch. Like, why do you bitch about that?
Draisaitl as strong as he is.
Why do players bitch about that? You held him in the end. Like, you held on to him. What, are you surprised the ref called that? Oh, no, you do have to know how to call those calls. Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Been doing this year too. Obviously, there was a lot of noise following him around, and he's done wonders for the Capitals this season.
Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Arvidsson on the power play without McDavid. A shot by Nugent Hopkins. Again, dropped by Thompson. Lou, that's been a couple times. Thompson is muffed. What looked to be routine saves. A clear by Nick Down.
No, you're right. That doesn't count playoff
For
points.
the Oilers, brought to you by Play Alberta Sportsbook, as Edmonton looks to tie the game. Oilers 7th in the league on the power play, a shade under 25%. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Caps penalty killing has been stellar all year long. They've killed 8 in a row, and they're 3rd in the league and better than 84%.
Bouchard with a bad giveaway.
Picked it off and in one motion wheeled it down the ice. Halfway through this hockey game. Draisaitl open the scoring. Wilson and Roy have countered for Washington. The Caps on the lead. Wilson a steal. Rolling puck will be sent over to Arvidsson.
50 seconds left to go in this first power play.
The number one thing on the power play they'll miss the most is the entries by McDavid. He's the best. It'll be great first entry.
9 minutes left to go in the second period. 2-1 Washington.
Draisaitl made a nice little drop pass, and here again, he had the possession.
Oh, there's a trip, not called. I mean, hey, puck's away from the player. You're allowed to tackle him.
Rifled in deep. Looking for it off the glass is Roy. He'll got it back behind
Ridiculous.
the net. Van Riemsdyk toppled over.
I don't understand. Like,
And it's Hyman
maybe if the refs were consistent in calling everything that they saw, the players would adjust.
Van Riemsdyk. Nugent Hopkins trying to go back to Draisaitl. Stolen by Van Riemsdyk and a backhand clear by Nick Dowd, and that'll do it for the penalty to
Power play over. Oilers got nothing. Not a thing.
Won't be happy about that power play. They have possession in the offensive zone.
We were on a power play drive, but it didn't look like it.
Just couldn't make a few passes in a row. Good sticks by the Capitals. I thought Edmonton-
Definitely did not look like a power play at all for the Oilers.
Corey Perry is squeezed at the far post by Logan Thompson.
Way too many fucking passes.
Score 2-1.
This team passes way too much on the power play. But you guys know this. It's nothing new. Nothing new in the eyes of the world. It didn't feel like a power play at all. Just felt like 5 guys were out there skating on pond hockey, passing the puck around. Like I said, this power play needs to be revamped. Pass, pass, shoot. Pass, pass, shot. Pass, pass, shot. Or shoot, no passes. Work your way in the middle and shoot. Enough of this. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, 4 pass, 5 pass. Oh, now I can shoot. The puck doesn't need to touch every player on the ice before you can take a shot. We're not in practice where we do those drills. Each player on the ice has to touch the puck before you take the shot. We do that on the ice because some people on the ice in Pee Wee hockey and midget and AAA, they're selfish. They get the puck, they shoot the puck. We want to see, in practice, all guys touch the puck. This isn't practice. This is a game. You shoot. Thank you guys for all watching. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. As always, comment, like, subscribe. Tell a few of your friends. Tell all your friends. Tell all your enemies. Come hate on this guy with me. Whether you love me, like me, or indifferent about me. I'm me. And how you feel towards me does not affect me. That's something you got to live with. Savvy? Yeah. I'm just a dude.
In the history of the National Hockey League.
8 minutes left to go in the second period. Again, Washington 2, Oilers 1. If you were late, Draisaitl scored his 34th, Nurse and Podkolzin. Wilson and Roy made it 2-1.
U.S. Capitol and one of our favorite colleagues around the league, Craig Laughlin. He's about to go through a tricky medical procedure, and we just want to send our absolute best because that guy.
Good question.
He's never had a bad day, and he's one of those guys. You come away from the conversation, and you're just laughing.
You gotta be a moderator.
Storyteller has been around the business for a long time.
Truth be told, Bunny, this isn't even a lie. It's not just you have to be a moderator or an admin. You have to put up with a lot of shit. You gotta put up with my shit. You got to put up with the chat shit. You got to put up with a lot of nonsensical stuff that you guys don't see in the chat that we lock down before you guys see it. 100% honest. You guys, they put up with a lot of crap. And I respect the hell out of them, and I greatly thank all of them for being here and doing it.
Their game this season. Make sure you bet on the original at Sports Select.
Gotta prop up Ovi because you gotta prop up somebody because McDavid's not in the game to prop up. Connor Brown's gonna get a goal tonight, boys. Put that in the prop bet. It's a lot of crap. Not saying you couldn't handle it, but I don't put it on just anybody. Otherwise, you'd all be administrators and moderators. That's a late hit to the back, though. Like, not penalty worthy, but definitely.
Oilers have outshot the Caps handily tonight, but Washington, as it's been all year long, opportunistic. Everything that didn't go in for them last year seemingly has gone in this year. Shot in by now. Top 5 offensive team last year, second this year. Here's Draisaitl, change of pace on Sandin. Quick shot to save. Thompson hugging that far post. But goals in Arvidsson. Draisaitl. One-timer ripped by Bouchard. That hit.
Ooh, that wounded Podkolzin.
Catch of Louis right wrist.
I don't know where. It was either body or wrist the way he's holding it to his chest a little bit there as he goes directly off.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Turned over Draisaitl, trying to go around Van Riemsdyk, and Thompson will keep the play moving. That crossed up Sandin a little bit. He was able to recover.
Including me? 3.
Shook loose for Dupont. Sandin a turnover, and Thompson.
Honestly, including me, 3. We're not big enough to have more than that. Like, I'll be honest with you, as we grow and as we get into the 200s, the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, I'm going to need more moderators, obviously, but we're a small channel. We're still under 200. 3 people's good enough. Oh, that's right. I forgot about Nathan. It's just been a minute since I saw Nathan. I totally forgot about him. Thank you for pointing that out. Man, I'm an idiot. Anywho, he scores 2-1 for the Washington Capitals. See, that's why I don't do the chat. That's why I don't do the chat, because I don't remember my name half the time, where I am half the time, let alone remembering everything in the chat and who's where. That's why you guys are so great. I'm just a dude that screams at the TV. I get the best job in the world. I get to scream at the TV, and they get to figure out. They get to figure out what I'm saying is correct or not. They get to say, hey, Matt, tone it down, or hey, be a bit more. You shouldn't have said that. We think it'll grow big too. We just got to give it time, and we're going to do it organically. We're not going to go out there and hustle our money for subs or views or any of that. We're just going to be genuine and be ourselves. Grow organically, as they say. I mean, once we get some things going that I'm trying to get going, it'll be easier because then I can wear a shirt that has our logo and our stuff on it. Got a few ideas in the work for different logos and different ideas. We just got to get the first venture capital to go for it. 5.5 left to go in the second period. 2-1 Washington, even though the shots are 21-8. Oh yes, we definitely have ideas to do collaborations. Now that I have a computer to be able to handle it and know how to handle it.
This one he's able to get on. I wonder if this comes back to
exactly.
You're right. The traffic in front though is giving him a problem. And if you watch again, this is a beautiful pass by Skinner that finds Anderson. It's a little dropper. If you look at that,
I do give out a lot of information. It's just
fly-by screen again.
I'm all in all the time, right? Like I don't know how to tone anything down. It's the double-edged sword, blessing curse, right?
Check on Wilson, separated man from puck, and Henrique was able to come in and take that puck out of harm's way. So defense again leading the offense.
You ask me a question, I'll give you 100% the answer. I'll give you 100% honest the answer. And if it hurts feelings, it hurts feelings. That should have been whistled down. That puck was not dropped fairly at all.
That's just the 9th shot for Washington against 21 for Edmonton.
Swallowed up by Stuart Skinner. Duhane trying to find him.
What's that?
Maybe sleeping a little bit, coming across and hugging the post. Shot a little bit too much to the middle as he was not happy with that shot that he took, but good transitional play by the Caps, and for Edmonton just...
I don't even know who Austin Hockey is. I'm not even kidding when I say that. Why would his channel make fun of me? How about those guys on that channel come and have a conversation with me? How about he come and have a conversation with me, and I bet you we'd be good friends. Like I said, I don't care enough to watch his stuff. But good for them and good for him. I won't stoop to that level ever. But again, good for him and good for them.
Kulak, less than 5 to go in the second period. Corey Perry, unable to get started against 78, crowded by Kapanen. So it's left in the corner for Carlson.
When can you come to Canada? Do you have a passport to come to Canada? Are you legally allowed to work in Canada? And if you don't mind a screaming baby, a banshee 5-year-old, a hormonal wife, and a grumpy old man, then sure you can move in. Stuart for real is great. I have nothing but respect for Stuart.
Close call. Too many men there by Edmonton too. There were bodies jumping on the ice, guys.
Like, I don't understand why they make fun of me. Hey Raymond, how's it going? I don't understand why they make fun of me. They're not the ones that are on live stream. Like, that's cool. Might have to pop in and say hi to Austin.
On the left forearm, Corey Perry a little shaken up too, walks something off with his back on the bench.
No, absolutely. We are very, very normal. There is nothing wrong with our family at all. We like normalcy. We keep to ourselves. We're good neighbors. I only scream and yell at the TV on hockey nights or football nights when Saskatchewan's playing. And the puck hits the referee because why not?
Check by Nugent Hopkins. Trying to go to the interior. Broken up. Nickel.
Nice. Where did you go?
Pass. Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard at one time.
Bouchard just barely misses the net, but here come the Capitals.
Not really numbers, though. Edmonton got back inside. Protas to Chikrin over Strode. Here's Matthias Janmark gathering steam. Offside.
Wilson pushes Hyman offside. That's a joke. That's a freaking joke.
Really close, but he just bumps him enough to knock him off that line. Hyman saying, hey, what am I supposed to do? Isn't that interference? I mean, he literally body checked me over the line, but it was a smart play and he gets away with it. And you're going to see, he knows him. Look, he goes, I'm going to throw you right off. And
I don't understand what they were saying to make fun of me. Like
ground.
I said, I don't care too much. I'm me. I'm not going to stop being me. If they don't like it, they don't have to watch.
Got away with it. And I mean, they call a little ticky-tack interference off a face-off, but they don't call one on that play. But one of those little things in the game that drives me nuts.
Wilson had fun letting Hyman know about it.
Nice.
Zach Hyman, 3 goals and 7 points in his last 3 outings against the Caps. Talked about Edmonton sweeping the season series last
I thought that should have been a power play for Edmonton, but no call there, I guess.
Off to Stitcher, wrist shot, off the glove of Thompson again. Can't handle the rebound, still loose. Oilers dig, carve and chisel.
That's a goal. I think that's a goal.
Keeps it out.
I think that's in the net.
I mean, he's leaving some loose change, but he's, at least for now, living by it rather than dying from it.
The shots
Saying
that are
what?
being taken from Edmonton are not anywhere that he can hold on to it. So, I mean, they're bouncing off him, they're dropping in front of him. This one he fights off again, a little bit of a screen.
I never said Austin was rude ever. Like I said, I don't know the guy.
This is maybe one of the best.
I don't say, like, guys, I will never say a bad thing about a creator or go into a creator's live streams and talk shit about them or the people they have watching. Because I'm on this side of the camera, it is tough. Like, I get mad at people that come at creators when they have anonymous names or their pictures are just a letter. Like, you can't even, or they don't make any videos. Their whole channel is 1 subscriber with 0 videos. Like, really? You're going to critique and complain about somebody, but yet you're not ballsy enough to put your real life out there. That's my thought. If you want to throw stones, make sure that you don't live in a glass house and make sure that I can't find who you really are. And unfortunately for you, I do have internet friends that can find who you are. And then I just destroy you and make you look stupid. As a wrestling guy I watch, I'm going to smash you so bad I'll put you into factory settings. I'll send you back to factory settings. 1.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Shots are 23-9 for Edmonton. Scores 2-1 for Washington.
I've got essentially the smallest wrists on a male in this planet.
That's cool. I appreciate him.
Up the right-hand side, Emerson. Against Ceremonial.
What's wrong with me? Oh, I know what's wrong with me. Well, of course he doesn't leave his live streams. He doesn't have a family to... Oh, absolutely. Dude, if I let every little thing that someone said to me bother me, man, I'd be on pills. Let me check my heart rate. 45 seconds left to go in the second period. 2-1 Washington. 2-on-1 and a breakdown defensively by the Oilers. And they got those two. There was a... Okay. Thank you, back official. I was about to say, you called a penalty on Nurse for that. Call it both ways.
Chatter as he doesn't like that call. Little cross check here again by Wilson on Ekholm trying to get him to bite. There's a good pitch down the wall.
Good hit. Good hit, good call. Let's score on this. Let's take a shot on this.
Don't go for puck, take the body, launches it loose. If you're going to go down, you better get your man. Beautiful pass outside, and right here, it's the stick that gets tangled up inside and around.
That's ridiculous. What? They called Nurse for less than that. They called Nurse for less than that. That's awesome, Stu. How was the Ninja Center? Sounds like a good place to go.
Try to settle. Spencer Carberry, in 1 year, Louis went from Fresno to Bakersfield to Stockton.
No, he goes live every game.
In the ECHL final for Jared Bednar in South Carolina, and 2 years after that, he was coaching South Carolina.
Well, it's been a quick ascent for him, and he's really turned this Washington Capitals team around. Nice job.
Yeah, she watches mostly on TV or a phone that she can't really do too much on. And again, that's interference off the face-off, not called. Yeah, very one-handed. No, I know who Austin Hockey is. I've popped into his channel on my private YouTube page quite a bit. He has good insights. He's intelligent, a very intelligent hockey fan. And that's 2 periods done. Like I said, I will never talk shit about another creator, ever. I don't care if the creator is a Vancouver Canuck creator, a Vegas Golden Knight creator. If you're a creator on this platform or any other platform, and you have, as they say, the cojones to show your face, and you have the cojones to even put yourself out there, I got nothing but love for you. It's those fakes that don't have any profiles, that have no views, that come into channels and just stir the pot because, oh, my personal life sucks and my real life sucks. So I'm going to go on the internet and talk shit. Those are the guys I got a big issue with. Like, you're a 1-inch troll in a 10-inch building. Oh, no, I get it. I heard it. And I would never tell anybody to go into his chats and stir shit up. That's not me. Not me and not what I'm about. Just like when I was with the other person and we split up, I very vocally told people not to go after him. It is what it is. He is who he is. I am who I am. Chemo. Yeah, I think we can come back from this one. Like, right now, you look at the shots and you think, oh, well, Thompson is standing on his head. No, I'll be completely honest with you. 90% of the shots are from the outside that my 5-year-old could save. So again, we go into the third period down 1. What else is new? It's what the Oilers do. Yeah, I leave because I hate sitting in front of a camera and I hate sitting in front of a TV. I'm not that type of person. I am very introverted. Sometimes I need to stretch my legs, right? Go to the bathroom, for instance. If people don't like it, it sucks for you. Exactly. I can't control what you guys say. Like, if you guys all came in here and started bashing me, I can't control that. You have opinions. I don't agree with every single one of you guys' opinions, but you guys write it and you guys say it. I chuckle about it. I critique it, but it don't mean shit. Let's go and check what the scores are on the other out-of-townies. 8 games in total tonight. Ooh, Predators 7, Nashville. What the? Nashville 7, Sharks 5. Wow, Sharks came back in that one. Capitals 2, Oilers 1. Sabres 1, Vancouver nothing after 1. Ouchies. Anaheim, Florida tied at 1 after 1. Montreal beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2. The Ottawa Senators got beat by the Rangers 5-0. The Flyers 2, the Red Wings 1 in overtime. The Hurricanes 2, the Stars 1. Ooh, Stars not looking so good. Of course, we're going to talk about the Washington Capitals. Oof. Oh, I wish I could turn my camera now, but that'd be showing the game, and we don't want that noise. That would be funny, dude. I try to be as good and as level-headed and as calm as possible. It's just sometimes the game, when it gets heated, bash. Oh, that's good. No, like in the heat of the moment, I'm not gonna lie. I don't fake feelings. I don't fake how I feel. I don't fake anything. I wish I could for the betterment of the business, but I'm me 100% of the time, all the time. Trust me, some of my friends wish I wasn't me. That's why I stop getting asked questions in my personal life, because they don't want the truth. And if you ask me a question, I'll give you the truth. I will preface the truth with, this is just my opinion and the way I see things. But to me, you're a royal dick to your wife. Did it really? Is anybody near it? No, I haven't seen any of the highlights. Oh, now I'm watching. Ooh, Shishkokin got knocked the fuck up. Brady Tkachuk one-punched him. Hey, Ciro can stay in your net. Oh, my God. Well, it was 5-0. There had to be a brouhaha. Wow. I really, honestly don't like these Dallas Star jerseys. They are freaking ugly. They remind me way too much of the Seattle Seahawks jerseys that sucked. Lights go out, we can still see you on the ice. Anna's the 5-year-old. And just because I can't control what Anna says, I don't think she'll ever be on a stream. Just... Red Pig got a goal. That's awesome. Like I said, make myself smaller and smaller. Also, I don't have the beautiful computer that every other streamer has. That was a good tilt. That was a good little punch to the head. I don't like them. I'm not a fan of them. I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't like neon. Maybe I'm not a fan of neon. He punched the goalie. He pretty much fought everybody on the Rangers behind the net. He was a man on a mission. That's a guy the Oilers should go out and get. If he's ever available, go and get Brady Tkachuk. I tell you what. There's actually a rink that's like 200 feet in front of my front door. And if I didn't have to do water games so often, seems like I'm doing one a night, I'd be skating on that ice a lot more. Also, if I didn't hurt myself every time. Ugh. My skates are old. My gloves are old. My equipment is old. I think I've had my skates going on 9 years now. They're old. Well, does it get really cold in Scotland? Like, no, I know it gets wintry, but it doesn't get cold enough to sustain outdoor ice. It rains a lot in Scotland, I'll give you that. Best part about soccer in Scotland is soccer in the rain, man. Freaking amazing. That's awesome. Arbor Jackeye. Yeah, that's another one that if it was available, the Oilers should be very interested. I think my skates are still the old CCM Tax. Like the old CCM ones. Way old. So I can't even say they're 9 years old. I think they're way older than that. It's been a minute since I bought myself a pair of anything. Got myself a hockey stick this year. Don't like it. It's too light. My hockey stick is way too light. Like, honestly, this mini stick right here is the same weight as my hockey stick. I don't like it. I like a heavy stick. Dang, well that's awesome. I had the CCM Tax as well. Yeah, no, that Norwegian goalie we saw today. Wow, what a goalie. That practice must have been amazing. You're not wrong, Trucker. You are not wrong about that. I really wish it was a wooden Sherwood. No, it's one of these new one-piece Sherwoods. I totally respect Brady Tkachuk. I don't know how him and Matthew are brothers. Yes, we do have Jersey Mikes. I think we have a Jersey Mikes. I know we got a Mike something or other. I have to look that up, man. Jersey Mikes. Like I said, I'll be on my phone half a second. That's not allowed either. Apparently I'm getting in trouble for that. Oh. He didn't really knock him out, but he did knock him over with his glove. Just the way the goalie fell. Just the way Shesterkin fell over, I thought that was freaking hilarious. Goes in there to start a fight, and Brady's like, bam, get out of my face, kid. We do have a Jersey Mike's. The sub shop. That's cool. Jersey Mike's sub shop. Huh. Cool. That's interesting. I'll stick to my Subway. Right. That's actually cool to hear, hockey, man. That's cool. Yeah, I have relatives that are players, and they're a different breed of human. Yeah, I don't think very many people win in a fight against Repe. That dude's a monster. If only he knew how to control his temper. Just a wee little bit. Well, we're off to the third period, ladies and gentlemen. Oilers are down 2-1. 2-1. Find a way. You're getting the shots. Find a way. As they say in those songs, heave away, boys, heave away. I'd like to see a 30, 14, and 3 go ahead of Vegas with 62 points. That'd be great. And then when we play Vancouver, all bets are off. Yeah, Subway's on top. Like I love Subway way too much. The meal I get from Subway is always the meatball sub, toasted with Swiss cheese, ranch, cucumber, lettuce, and just salt. Can't go wrong with that. But if you're getting a donair and you live in the Edmonton area, Swiss donair is where it's at. Oh, Swiss donair. You guys are making me hungry for some donair and subs. No, don't be sorry. Hey, Subway's an acquired taste. I don't have Subway very often. I have it like once a year, twice a year. I'm more of a burger person when I go out to eat. Burgers or pizza. That's why Boston Pizza is a great place to eat. And it's just around the corner. Ew. You're crazy. No cream, no sugar, just black. My hat's off to your intestines. The only time I've ever had black coffee is when I was on a riding trail doing a 3-day trail ride with the cows and my grandpa and my uncle. And all we could brew was campfire black coffee. There was no cream, there was no sugar, it was just black coffee, strong as you can all believe. I felt like I grew 7 chest hairs that day. But yeah. And that alone is in its own food group. Coffee is its own food group. I like coffee. Ooh, that's awesome. See, if I had the means and the wherewithal and the energy to make my own subs from scratch, I would. Absolutely. Wow. That's cool, Trucker. That's cool. Like I said, I don't get mad about anybody's drink of choice. You're the one drinking it, right? I would never tell anybody what to drink, what to eat, what to do, what to say, and how to live, man. You've got one life. You go live it to your fullest. As a man that has 9 lives, you've got one life to live. Live it to your fullest. Ooh. Yeah, the Oilers need to start cooking up some apples and goals. Get their heads out of their asses. Stop feeling sorry for themselves. Go put out a good effort in the third period. Win the third. That's all we're asking. Win the third and anything can happen in overtime. Right? Win the third, anything can happen in overtime. Oilers will start the third on a power play, speaking of win the third. I don't need to know this. Oh, poop. I'm good, man. I am good with just regular coffee. I don't drink the organic stuff. I'm not big on organic food, organic anything. just because it says organic when you're in the grocery stores doesn't mean it's coming from organically sourced stuff.
Just haven't been rewarded, but I think in this third period they have to continue to do
Let's go. This is the Oilers period. Let's go. Gotta have faith.
31 to start this third period. Both penalties in the game against Washington have been taken by Pierre-Luc Dubois. So the power play begins with a face-off that ultimately trickles free and is fought for and controlled by Dowd. He was taken down.
Not taken down. He fell on his own 2 feet, Jack Michael. You're 20 feet away from the ice. You should know this.
Nugent Hopkins and Draisaitl. So it's Ekholm quarterbacking, not Evan Bouchard, who has fought the puck at times tonight.
Yeah, he's fighting something fierce tonight. I mean, that cross-check to the throat and jaw area couldn't have done much for him.
Ekholm, one touch down low. Nugent Hopkins across. Swing and a miss. Victor Arvidsson. Ekholm fires over to Draisaitl.
We're just standing still. Stand still, Oilers. Stand still, Oilers. Jesus, Hopkins. We're just sloppy right now. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass. Let's make it 4. 4 passes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 passes without a shot. And that's a trip not called. Oh my God, you gotta call that, ref. Wow. That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Well, so did Arvidsson. Anytime the player looks back that quickly and says, "Are you kidding me?" then something happened behind the net. I mean, Trevor Hansen was 10 feet away.
Trevor Hansen's a joke of a ref. I swear, now that McDavid's done that thing. But that's a call!
Brodas and Wilson already have hooked up for a goal, and now they generate a power play for the Washington Capitals.
A touchy subject around here right now, the lack of calls for the Edmonton Oilers, and especially top players. No question, Duhaime takes him down right in front of the referee. No call on that one. A call on this one, though, the second for Darnell Nurse as he slashes en route to the net.
That's ridiculous. How do you miss the trip and you call that? That is a joke.
A 2-minute power play again for the Washington
These refs in the NHL need to be held accountable. They need to be able to be answering questions.
Washington looking for a little insurance.
It's bad, folks.
That has not been a problem for the Caps this year.
It's bad, man. Like, I get it. Everybody's out to hate on the Oilers.
Edmonton's resiliency, a record above 500
What a
when they
joke.
give up the first goal. How about Washington's record when they give up the first goal? 14-5-2. Are you kidding me?
Big part of their success. They hang around. They don't go away. And they don't get deterred when they're down.
Well, of course they don't. They get freaking 3 or 4 power plays a game.
First goal dictates so many hockey games. Here's Strome.
Why get deterred when you know you're going to get 4 or 5 power plays to catch up?
Nugent Hopkins up top. Ekholm and Emerson down low on the penalty kill. Carlson and Ovechkin traded up top. Shot Carlson, that slid wide off the glass, taken by Ovechkin. Sent down low for Strome, bumped off his stick. Alex Ovechkin to Strome and ushered back to Chicker. Ovechkin 14 career goals against Edmonton. Loading up from the left circle, centering pass. Chicker unable to get the tip he wanted on.
Did you know that Tom Wilson draws more power plays than Connor McDavid? Let me repeat that again. Tom Wilson draws more power plays than Connor McDavid.
Ducks in against Henry. And then return to Strome. Chicker.
Makes sense, doesn't
To
it?
Strome. And his stick exploded. Ovechkin, understanding Strome has no stick, tried to force it to the middle. Intercepted calmly by Nugent Hopkins and lofted back into the Washington zone. Dubois.
30 seconds left to go in the power play for Washington.
Ovechkin's still out there, of course, but Michael will fire it indeed. Skinner juggles, turn it over, quick chance, and it's off the right pad of goaltender Stuart Skinner. Dubois would love a second look at that. It kind of rolled off his stick. Skinner got himself into some difficulty there. He's able to keep it out. The Caps power play expires.
No shots. No
Just one
goals.
shot for Washington. Nearly 4 minutes gone, third period. Here's Dubois in front, backhander, and it's off the post, and then it can't.
Doesn't matter. Dubois scores because defense is not there for the Oilers.
Eller drew, ironed it first, and then got the friendly carry.
Just as the penalty expired, similar to the first goal. Sorry, the second goal they scored by Roy just after the power play expired. This is the drive up the ice. Dubois, who had that great chance earlier, threats. Nice pass in through to Eller, and he gets a good chance. He rings arms. He goes to the backhand off the post, and then it goes right out to the slot. And two players just don't stop on this puck. I mean, this puck hits the post, and both guys continue on their motion. And Dubois goes directly to the net, says, thank you, I'll take the rebound and bash it home for a 3-1 lead.
I think Edmonton thought the first shot was in and relaxed for a moment that cost them.
Oilers not being Oilers right now. They're in their heads.
Up the right-hand side.
Sucks to see, but I understand it. I get it.
Off the pads of Logan Thompson. You talked about the body language there, Louis, where guys just kind of went by it. Here's Mercer's shot, wide and high on the glove side. And I think there was that moment of relaxation, and like you said, Dubois played to the whistle and buried it. Tyson call whistled against the Caps.
I'm not worried about McDavid not winning a cup. He's going to win a cup, whether it be this year, next year he can win his second. He's winning 2, 3, or 4 in Edmonton. I'm not worried about any of that talk of McDavid with no cups. It's ridiculous to me that
And whether they thought the puck was in the net or not.
you can't stop playing there, Troy Stecher. Like, you're already on thin ice.
That one home, and he does.
That is flared out, Louis, and that
Paul just takes down. What a hit to the head. Hit to the head, tackle, no calls.
Oilers won. Thompson and Eller with the assist. Here's Rodas off the rush.
It's ridiculous what teams get away with when they play the Oilers.
Has won his last 9 following along. Strikes on a hands off.
What a goal! What a goal! Corey Perry! Bam, 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 bam.
Something came over the glass, and he says it distracted him right as the
Oh, fuck off, you big baby! Go fuck yourself! Something came over the glass. So fucking what? Deal with it! Fucking deal with it, you puss!
Attention of the play, but a good job by Draisaitl, fights off the stick.
No fucking effect on you being a bitch. I don't blame the fans for 1 fucking second for throwing shit on the ice. League, you are a joke. You are a joke and a half. That's a goal in Washington. They can't review that.
Leon Draisaitl.
But the Oil right back in this one. Big goal.
61 seconds after Dubois had given Washington some.
I don't get that. Why complain about it? You're not interfered. It had no effect on you.
Yeah, those nachos were already there.
So what? That's not reviewable.
Logan Thompson
Boo-hoo.
lost the puck in the nachos.
Lost the puck in the nacho. Oh my God. Give me a break. If you're losing the puck in nachos, if that's all it takes, you're soft. Jesus. All gas, no brakes, Oilers. Let's go. Corey Perry does his thing.
I saw it come on the ice. Should have probably been whistled down, which is correct. It should have. There's something coming over the glass. Wasn't seen.
We got a penalty here for roughing against Emerson.
Oh, of course. Of course. Now the Oilers are going to get another penalty.
Washington will go back to the power play.
It's fucking predictable. It is predictable by NHL referees. They know they couldn't call a penalty. They know they couldn't review that goal. So what do? You give the Oilers the next penalty. You knew you couldn't review that goal. You knew you couldn't. So what do? You give the Oilers the next penalty because you're soft as chicken shit. What a joke. This league is a joke.
Him continuing the pushing, but then the way Mangiapane moves into him, I don't know if that's the reason that I don't think that's the.
So you call one. Call the next one like that when the Oiler player goes down in the corner.
He did pop the helmet off. I thought it was in the.
What a joke. Fucking. It's a fucking shit show for the NHLs right now.
Once they're down on the ice, I mean, Mangiapane resisted and came back into it.
Just a shit show.
That led to an OT winner, did it not?
Yes, it did.
Nugent Hopkins blistered one off the right half board. Ceremonial sailed down the ice.
That's a call, yeah. If you wear a Washington Capitals jersey, that's a call.
Penalties are not subjective penalties. For me, anyway.
Brown and Janmark disruptive on ice, forces a tough pass to Wilson. Kulak along the boards, but it's held in by Dylan Strome. Kulak giving a second opportunity to clear. Digging in at it is Strome. Nudged it free for Janmark.
Oh, he fell over, and a Oiler player was there. Why is there no arm up? You call everything.
And it's a reset for the Caps with Brown still lingering there. So that lingering pressure forces a give to Carlson. Dubois over the line against Kapanen, but Michael, one touch for Mangiapane. Second unit on for Washington. Carlson
Second unit on for Washington, except for Ovechkin, who doesn't get off the ice. 32 seconds left to go in Washington's third power play of the night. Big save by Thompson.
And with 20 seconds left in the penalty to Emerson and 13:05 left in regulation, Washington's still in front.
Wow, what a chance. 3-on-1 develops here. Ekholm out to Kapanen. And I like
13 minutes left to go in the game.
Dribbles down like it has all night. I mean, a great
Boy,
save
oh
by
boy.
Thompson, and he holds on to this one.
What
Off
fun.
the arm, into the pad, doesn't really know where it is. You can tell by the way he's looking around. Has this gotten by me? Is it through me? But he stands his ground, and Ovechkin gives him a tap after saying, yeah, I was coming in behind to make sure it didn't come through. Good save.
Remember, he got a piece of the Perry shot, Louis, but ordinarily we'd expect him to make that save. Again, a puck that hit him and went by him. I know Perry's a goal scorer, but we're still waiting to see whether Thompson can close this game out, because at times there's been leakage. Here's Mangiapane stepping back across the line as the penalty
was killed.
Is the one shot for Washington on the power play. A good chance for the Oilers shorthanded.
12 and a half left to go in the third period.
12:39 to play in regulation. And it's a one-goal game.
It's a good question. Apparently the Oilers coaches aren't paying enough. Apparently, yeah, I heard about the Stars game, buddy. God damn. Like, it's like, when I was reffing, we'd go to the coaches before the game. They'd hand us the money. Each coach would pay half, and that would be paying us for our game that we play, that we reffed. I feel like they do that in the NHL in the locker rooms, except one team gives a bit more. And whatever team gives a bit more, the refs are more lenient. You know what I mean? Each coach can either give 1,000 or more, and some teams give more. Oh, I miss reffing so much. I miss a lot of things that I used to be able to do. Maybe I'll pick that up again next season, reffing for minor hockey of Edmonton. Oh my God, epic. I bet that's going around right now. The Nachos have more ice time than McDavid. Oh God. Oh, that's hilarious though. That's good shit. That's good shit. Oilers got to capitalize.
Down on the pitch as a defenseman, he might as well go all the way, and that's exactly what he does. Gets a little support from his forwards. Solid hard play.
I think Ty Emerson a little peeved by the fact that it's become public knowledge that he's the one absorbing the most hits in the NHL. So now he's trying to levy some.
He'll take a hit to make a play. He delivered a pretty good check on Wilson earlier in the game, too. A big guy, not easy to knock off the puck.
12.5 to go as Draisaitl wins the faceoff and twirls it ahead for Hyman. We've got Draisaitl, Hyman, and Perry here, Louis. A little bit of a wrinkle from Chris Knobloch as he looks for the right combo. It's been an impressive game on the shot clock for Edmonton. It hasn't quite paid off yet on the scoreboard. Duane sends it in deep for the Caps. Better than 2-1 margin.
They really are bad. And they're overpriced. They're bad and overpriced. 12 minutes left to go in the third. 3-2 Washington. Shots are 29-13 for the Oilers.
A shot sent wide off the rush by Roy. Ferrabari. Duhay dishing and whiffing on a one-timer Mangiapane. Down. Duhay. Roy. Shot trickles through traffic. Mangiapane down and out. Heller sends one back to Ferrabari. Draisaitl couldn't get it out. Mangiapane back down low as Washington looks to roll the lines over here. Heller and Radish now forechecking.
Another example right there. There was a fourth line up against the Draisaitl line. They had ample opportunity multiple times to change, and they just continued on. There wasn't a call from the bench. That was a four-line team that...
Oh, one more slash to go.
Well, their fourth line, Louis, we've talked about it on the drive in for the game tonight. It's as good as any in the National Hockey League.
2 10-goal scorers, and the guy with 26 goals combined on the fourth line. That's a lot. And a former 35-goal scorer in Mangiapane.
Henry knocked off by Chikrin. Ethan Frank. Oilers aired it from their home crowd, which has seen 6 straight wins. DeBlanc circling, centering, and healing a one-timer there. Tom Wilson.
Washington Capital player tackles an Oiler player in front of the net. No call. Wow.
Ahead to Henrique. Arvidsson punched it forward. Chikrin.
Oh, man, if you ever come to Edmonton, we'll make it happen, Captain.
Up to Protas and Wilson. Carefully through center as we come up on 10 minutes to play in regulation. Matthias Janmark, remember first place on the line tonight for Edmonton. The Oilers win. They're in sole possession of first place for the first time in nearly 5 years.
Diane, you're hilarious.
Take it away. Nugent Hopkins tried to center, and that was stifled by Van Riemsdyk. Dylan Strome reeled in from behind by Connor Brown. Janmark didn't get it out. Sandin across. Ovechkin turned. Brown looking for the tying goal. Brown couldn't get a backhander away.
9.5 left to go in the third period. Oilers are trying. They're not giving up. It's just, good Lord. They're holding their sticks a little tighter. Buffalo will be in Edmonton on Saturday.
Ferrabari took a peek. Noah Philp there. Ovechkin charging it. Bouchard, his shot was blocked. And sent off the glass and a hard up by Ferrabari.
Vancouver's in town on Thursday. Buffalo's in town on Saturday. And then Seattle's in town on Monday. Connor McDavid comes back. Podkolzin again. Oh, my stars, kid. You've blocked more shots tonight for Washington than you have for the Oilers. Yeah, he's angry. Podkolzin mad.
He might be fanning to the outside on the next rush. Ekholm got a piece. No ice.
Oh, man, if you're here when there's an Oiler game,
Scored the goal to
definitely.
He's on the ice with Draisaitl and Hyman again. Mangiapane and Chikrin keeping the puck lodged in the corner. Finally, Mangiapane able to carry it. Duhaime Defended well at the red line by Kulak. So it's returned to Carlson and spilled in by Newham. Nurse.
Yep.
It's a backhander through to Draisaitl. The Oilers have an opportunity.
Because we wear an Oiler jersey, you don't get away with such things.
Keeps it on his stick. Chipper on him. Draisaitl crowded.
7.5 left to go in the third. 29-14 shots for the Oilers. 3-2 Washington.
One-handed free. Chipper able to free it up. And he'll work it up the right-hand side. Chipper's dad, Jeff, briefly played for the Oilers. Dubois might have lost a skate blade or maybe just caught an edge. An awkward fall. He's now back on his feet. And looks to pick it up in the neutral zone. Run off the puck by Jeff Skinner. And it's a reset for Edmonton as we're down to 7:15 remaining in the hockey game. Emerson wires it in. 3-2 Washington. Protas protects. Kept in Stetcher down low. Off the side by Van Riemsdyk. Intended target was Jeff Skinner. Here's Wilson. Smoking in by Emerson. Puck wobbles back into the zone. Van Riemsdyk will allow both teams to make wholesale changes in personnel.
Like I said, Oilers are trying. They're putting in their best effort. They're putting that A+ effort into it, right? And that's all that matters.
Van Riemsdyk up the right-hand side.
Puck goes over glass and out of play.
By Taylor Radish. 6:32 to go in the third period. The Oilers trail 3-2. Ty Emerson.
3-2. I mean, it's good that the Oilers got one back. Corey Perry assisted by Draisaitl. But one is not enough. Hey, at least there's been no power play goals. And I'm not saying nothing else other than that. No power play goals. Jack Michaels all day, every day, twice on Sundays. Nathan McKinnon or Cale Makar? Nathan McKinnon all day, every day, twice on Sundays. I can't stand Cale Makar. I think he's an overrated defenseman.
This period brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments or interest.
Stack McDavid and Draisaitl together. Oh wait, can't do that. Yeah.
Jack, there's a lot to like about this game for the Edmonton Oilers. They've pushed, they've created chances, they've scored another goal. Corey Perry, you just saw, made it 3-2 in this third period to have a chance to try and tie it. With 6:32 on the clock. They just don't like the score so far, but they continue to push.
Having said all that, Louie, they've got 3 shots here in the third period. If you're going to beat Logan Thompson, you're going to need more than that. Let's see what the final 6.5 holds. They've gotten 1 goal on the 3 shots. I don't think you can count on that again. Mangiapane around to Nick down. Sent around the boards, hacked free by Bouchard. Lots of time left. And Edmonton has 4 wins this year already, but trailing after 2. And they've been awfully good at 1-goal games up until Saturday, where they were beaten 3-2 in Vancouver.
Yeah, we need to score now. I disagree, man. I don't think he's incredible. Prime Oilers every day, all day. There's a reason why the 84 Oilers are the greatest team of all time. Like I said, I don't think Cale Makar is as good as people think he is. Icing.
Dubois right about at center with 5.5 minutes left in regulation. It's
5.5 left in the game. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. Like, don't get me wrong, Cale Makar is a great defenseman, but he doesn't play my style of defense. I don't like the fact that we're giving the Norris Trophy, the best defenseman in the league, to defensemen that are +5 but have 100 points. To me, the Norris should go to the best defenseman. You're a defenseman. What's your plus minus? +57, +100? Yeah, you're the Norris Trophy, not the douchebag dummy that scores 100 points a year. We need another award for best offensive defenseman of the year. And if Cale Makar wins that every year, so be it. Good for you, kid. You can score goals. You can make assists. But the best defenseman, it's not Cale Makar. Just my 2 cents, guys. I watch him regularly, actually. I watch a lot of the Colorado games. I think he gets covered up a lot by the way Colorado plays their game. He gets protected very well in Colorado with the way they play their defensive scheme and with his defensive partner. Trust me, Eric, I probably watch 1,000 to 1,500 hockey games a year. I don't just watch the 82 Oiler games. I'm a pure hockey fan. It just so happens that I do this for the Oilers. If I was a fan of any other team, I'd definitely be doing this for them. And I'd probably have a lot more views and a lot more subscribers. Devon Toews is Cale Makar's D partner. And Devon Toews is a heck of a fucking defenseman.
Against Leon Draisaitl.
I would almost say that if it wasn't for Devon Toews being as amazing as he is, Makar doesn't get half the recognition that he does.
15 shots on net in that game. Their previous season low had been 20.
I love Devon Toews and what he does.
Here's Chikrin off to John Carlson up to Protas. He's able to contain and bring it up through center.
Colorado plays a style of hockey that benefits Cale Makar. And I get it, and I can't get mad at it. I'm just saying he's overrated, and just my opinion.
Good recovery because Tom Wilson was looking to cheat maybe off to the races.
Never going to happen, Trucker. Never going to happen.
Pestered by Protas with 4:40 to go on the Nurse. Spun off a check and
We'd go to the British pound before we went to the American dollar.
What a play made by Brandon Duhé.
I don't like that idea at all.
A clear by Chikrin up to
Might as well call Canada the 51st state if that's the case.
Duhé at center ice, weaving his way in against Ekholm. Washington 3, Edmonton 2.
4 minutes left to go in the game. 3-2 Washington still.
Bouchard. Kapanen tried to center. That was deflected. But Olsen is that a rough night?
I get that. I get that argument. I 100% get that argument, Eric. But just the way that Cale Makar plays, I don't like his game. And I've always said he's one bad hit away from being injured.
In their own zone here, but Olsen's pass is intercepted. Brought up ice smartly by Nick Down.
But no, like I respect your opinion. I get what you're saying.
35 remaining. Caps a league best 31, 10, and 5 coming in. Here's Jeff Skinner, centering pass, broken up by Roy, and that hops out of play.
Well, yeah, I know the pound is super expensive. I'm just saying, if we're going to lose the Canadian currency, we're going to lose it to one of the countries that we're still kind of a union with. But I like the Canadian currency, man. Why? Why get rid of it? I mean, I wish the dollar was stronger. No, exactly, Jay. Like, that's what I keep telling people. Everyone's like, well, USA could just take over Canada. Yeah, but the Brits aren't going to let that happen. You honestly think that the United Kingdom and the Brits in general are just going to say, yeah, have him? No, there's going to be a war. There's going to be a fight over Canada, and we're in the middle. USA, Britain on one end. Let's go. We're like that prom queen, the prom girl that had 2 dates and left one guy standing at the door. That's all right. Hey, if we lose, we lose. But it's not for lack of effort or lack of trying. We lose, we lose. And how is Adam doing, sir? I saw you pop in here. I wasn't ignoring you. Hopefully you're doing fine. How's the new house? How's the wife? How's the kids? A Canada sandwich. Canada's the meat. USA and Britain are the buns. Ooh. 3 minutes left to go.
Spencer Carberry is very comfortable with putting the ball on.
Absolutely, Renegade. Absolutely.
Tries sort of weaving his way through, but had his pocket picked. Protus and Wilson on the counter. DeBois the trailer. Protus to the point.
Bad giveaway by Draisaitl there, though. I think he's trying to do too much with the absence of McDavid. I think Draisaitl's put way too much on his shoulder.
Cap shuffle it up as well. Nurse on to Ekholm.
That's awesome, McCready. No, absolutely. Like, they've all played good. Aside from Bouchard not being strong enough in front of his own net, it's been a good effort by the Oilers. A 2-on-1 that could have not happened. But all in all, this has been a good... Oilers power play to end the game. Let's go. Let's get this win here. Let's get this power play tie.
Michael looking to kill some extra time, and 2:01 as the whistle sounds. And Edmonton will finish this game on its third power play of the night. They'll have an opportunity to go 6-on-4.
Right here, just a move into
I thought Puerto Rico was already a state.
Actually, Carlson just misses him because he reaches in, wraps up around.
Good play by Jeff Skinner there. Like, don't get me wrong, that could just be my arrogance as being Canadian and not understanding. But I thought Puerto Rico was already a U.S. state. Gives us a chance. 2 minutes and 1 second left to go in the third period. Empty net for the Oilers. Power play for the Oilers. Okay, thank you. Yeah, see, like, excuse my arrogance on that. I just had assumed that because when we go to Puerto Rico, everything's in American money. I was assumed. Yeah, exactly, Barbershop. Don't give Bouchard the puck.
Ekholm higher up. Corey Perry and Evan Bouchard round out the Edmonton 6. 3-2 for the Caps. Face off, tied up.
No, they're not technically in the States.
Played back to Bouchard by Nugent Hopkins. Net is empty. 6-on-4. Power play for the Oilers looking for the equalizer. Ekholm and Bouchard. Draisaitl.
I honestly think there should be a North American coin. Mexico, Canada, and all the little states in that entail it should all have North American money.
30 to go. Bouchard and Ekholm. Roy packed in tight. Bouchard. Draisaitl thought about a one-timer. Nugent Hopkins. Draisaitl. One-timer. Bouchard blocked in front. Caps don't get it out.
Come on, guys.
One-timer. Draisaitl saves Thompson. Rebound set up the boards. Draisaitl will keep it in easily. Bouchard to Ekholm. Faking the drive. Perry trying to go back to it. Bouchard. Draisaitl fires high.
God damn it, Draisaitl, hit the net! Pass, 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 pass. No shot.
Bouchard comes up ice as Edmonton desperate for the tying goal.
That's cool. That's cool.
Zach Hyman curls it back to Bouchard. 40 seconds. Ekholm. Nugent Hopkins. Draisaitl. Centers.
Oh, gotta shoot that.
Unscathed.
Come on, guys.
One touch gets it back from Draisaitl.
30 seconds left to go in the game. 28 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers. 3-2 Washington. 20 seconds. You are like 15 seconds ahead of me. You're 15 seconds ahead of me. Oilers lose. Oilers lose. It's okay. Wow.
Boy, that one went right down
Wow.
to the wire. Right at the buzzer, he makes a great save.
Whew. Are you not entertained?
Essentially had this puck in the offensive zone for right there.
Oilers lose 3-2 to the Washington Capitals. Hey. It is what it is. Why yikes? Why is that a yikes? I don't understand why there'd be trolls and why that's a yikes. They do realize that Washington is the number one team in the league, right? They realize that Washington only had 3 power plays and got nothing out of them. They realize Ovechkin got nothing on the score sheet. No goals, no power plays, no assists. In my eyes, aside from the score sheet, the Oilers played a pretty damn good game. With all the emotion and all the hoopla that's surrounding the team right now, hell of a fucking effort. Oh, yeah. No, Ryan, we don't need a little shithead like that. You keep talking that shit. Come in here on Thursday, kid. Please come back here on Thursday when the Oilers mollywop Vancouver. And remember, keep that small dick energy going, man. Keep that small dick energy going when you come in here on Thursday. Like, I love guys like you that are just so much bark. So much bark, but no bite. Like, if somebody was to come at you in real life, you'd cower down like a little baby. You'd bow down and say, yes, master, what else would you like to do? And Garland is not 5'8", you fucking retard. He's 5'10". He's actually 5'11", if you actually pay attention to stats. But hey, you do you. Needed more nachos. Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, I'm not upset by this loss. It is what it is. Oilers lose 3-2 to Washington Capitals. The Capitals have made better teams look worse. We move on to Thursday when the Oilers host the Vancouver Babies. Should be a good one. I'm expecting some fireworks. I'm expecting bad reffing. I'm expecting I'm expecting a bloodbath. But that's just me. I like a little bit of Donnybrook. I like a little bit of rock and roll. Right? We lost to a good team, guys. It's not like we lost to the Chicago Blackhawks in January with all our stars in. I'm not mad. That's also for Florida. Yeah. We'll do a quick out-of-town scoreboard before I leave you guys. Because, yeah, Washington is a fucking hell of a team. Hell of a team. As much as I don't like Ovi and I really don't want him to beat Gretzky's record, it's going to happen. But hey, you kept him off the score sheet. It depends on how you lose to the Canucks, right? But I get what you're saying, Barbershop. I get what you're saying. That game was weird and that game was very controlled by the NHL. And I hate saying that the NHL does control outcomes, but they do. And it's just something we got to deal with, right? So any Hoosies, after 2, Canucks 2, Sabres 1. After 2, Panthers 3, Ducks 2. Montreal Canadiens beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2. The Rangers beat the Ottawa Senators 5-0. The Flyers beat the Red Wings 2-1. The Predators beat the Sharks 7-5. The Hurricanes beat the Stars 2-1. The Capitals beat the Oilers 3-2. That's it. That's all. That's done. Updated standings for all you fine folks, because, hey, standings matter. In the Conference of West, Winnipeg Jets have 65. The Vegas Golden Knights have 62. The Edmonton Oilers have 61. The Minnesota Wild have 60. The Dallas Stars are in 5th with 59. The Colorado Avalanche are in 6th with 57. The LA Kings are in 7th with 55. The Calgary Flames are in 8th with 51. The Vancouver Go Fuck Yourselves are 9th with 50. The St. Louis Blues are in 10th with 50. The Utah Jazz are in 11th with 47. The Seattle Kraken are in 12th with 45. The Anaheim Ducks are in 13th with 42. Nashville Predators are 14th with 41. Chicago's got 34 and 15th. And bringing up the rear is the San Jose Sharks with 34. Out east is a very different story. It's pretty much an 8-team race at this point. Washington has 69. Toronto has 62. Carolina has 61. Devils have 58. 5th place, the Florida Panthers 57. 6th place, Tampa Bay Lightning is 53. Ottawa Senators in 7th with 52. Montreal Canadiens in 8th with 52. Boston Bruins in 9th with 52. Columbus Blue Jackets in 10th with 51. Rangers have 50 in 11th. Flyers have 50 in 12th. Pittsburgh have 48 in 13th. Red Wings have 47 in 14th. Islanders have 45 in 15th. And bringing up the rear is the Buffalo Sabres with 39. Damn. That's cool that the Marlies are going to be there. You'll never go 82-0. It is a hard league to go 82-0. It's a hard league to go 20 and what it's like. It's a hard league to go like 60-20. It's a hard freaking league, guys. He's a lying prick and so are you, but you can be that way. It's okay. It's okay to be that guy. Again, come in here with your small dick energy on Thursday, and when the Oilers destroy Vancouver, please be here for it. I greatly appreciate you being here. Any Hoosies, I'm out. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you Thursday when the Vancouver Canucks are in town to take on the Oilers. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. Please keep coming in here, bud. I greatly appreciate it. You help out a lot. Bring your friends. It's a 7 o'clock game. Please bring your friends. Have them subscribe and bring your friends. See you then, folks. Doses.